and represent different skill sets, experience, expertise, generational mix, and capacity. We have full confidence in all of the leaders we have announced, and will make further announcements on those who will join the collective. We command all lower structures and public representatives of the MKP to subject themselves to this leadership collective and be guided by maximum discipline. We will not tolerate and will not accommodate anyone who will seek to undermine the leadership collective. We will not tolerate and will not accommodate anyone who will seek to undermine the leadership collective. All communications to the organization will happen through the Office of the Secretary General and all designated leaders in different levels. Let me repeat again in full. All communications to the organization will happen through the Office of the Secretary General and all designated leaders in different levels. In South Africa, in all provinces, regions, sub-regions, wards, and voting districts. South Africa must then expect structures of the MKP in all provinces, regions, sub-regions, wards, and voting districts. I thank you.
Thank you, SG. We'll now request the colleagues from the leaders to ask questions to the collective leadership.
Thank you very much. I was requesting DSG to take the questions from CP because they were very appropriate in terms of even her. She's a very strong woman. If we were to get in terms of the CV and the character, you will see that we've honestly recruited the best amongst the best, as the president has said. But also the leadership collective that was announced in terms of, and also just combine it with who was consulted and what skills. The leadership collective that you also saw here, that you also see. You can vet it, you can go and check, you'll see that it's vast and with impeccable records in terms of that. So it's, I would say I would differ in terms of how we approach in terms of the leadership women that we have. And as for the family Stockfeld, it's just unfortunate that that question came in the sense that I am not a Zoomer. Floyd is not a Zoomer, and the Muso is not in terms of that. Our attraction, all of us, to MKP is in terms of the ideology that we all hold. So the party is centered around the philosophy and ideology. The philosophy is the Pan-Africanism. The ideology is in terms of a true liberation movement that we have. That's what our party is centered on. It's not centered in terms of it. The president happens to also embodies in terms of that philosophy and ideology. And we are not ashamed to say we suck from his knowledge in terms of that understanding. And the party will remain the true liberation movement because of that ideology that one has. What we're announcing today was also at the macro level, how we are going to show and strengthen so that we are able to achieve that. So I thought maybe let me just expand into it. How did we able to get in terms of that, we consulted our members, we consulted our structures. We do have interim structures as much as we are reconfiguring, we are improving in terms of governance. We had to consult. In Orlando, we launched our People's Mandate. That People's Mandate, I'm sure all of us have seen it. Some of the comrades that you saw here were instrumental in the People's Mandate. So that talks to the skills that the party was actually announcing, that the president was unfolding and giving to the nation. So if you look at that People's Mandate, not even a cent was spent for it. No consultants. It was all professionals that love the MKP, that align with the ideology of MKP. So I think that also assists in terms of just having a sense how wide were we able to consult. They also come from all provinces. All provinces are represented in the structure as a way of inclusiveness, but as a way of ensuring that we grow. I think there were questions that were specific to Comrade Floyd, which I'm sure you'll be happy to answer to it. Then there is a question in terms of gender balance. I think that I've addressed it. The youth, you are correct. The party is, in terms of, it's got two youth structures. MK Student Movement and the MK Youth League. And in the statement that the president at least had for the press briefing, it is clear that we are also going to strengthen in terms of those structures and allow them to be autonomous so that they are also able to have programs that are aligned within the minor board. But they also become, the leadership there becomes ex-official members of the National High Command. As I was reading the president's statement, it is there, it's captured. So I think that also addresses. Let me also give it to Comrade Floyd so that he just deals with the specific questions.